Welcome to the Box of Inspirations, the place where you get the best for you and your business from successful people and entrepreneurs.
This is Henri from wakeupcloud.com, and I'm going to talk a bit about how to build a business around your passion. And one of the main obstacles people run into is that they try to do too much. They think too big. So instead of thinking big, think small. So focus on one problem you can solve for someone else. So you may not even be passionate about that subject. It doesn't have to set your hair on fire, but it may simply be something you're interested in. So instead of thinking about building a huge audience online or building a huge startup, start by finding one problem you can solve. For example, if you want to become a coach, then think about what one problem you could help people with. For example, if you have a story in the past when you faced fear, then maybe you can help people with fear, and not just people, but one specific kind of person. So that takes it back into the real world and makes it practical. So look at what you're able to do, what you're interested in, and what problem you want to solve. And that brings both passion and business and practicality into the picture, because so often we get stuck in trying to find the perfect passion and trying to come up with a groundbreaking business idea when all we have to do is notice what's available to us right now, because opportunity is nothing more than how you view your circumstances. So once you get out of your head and you work with what you have and with your interests, you start stumbling around, and it's okay to stumble and it's okay to fail, because doing all that is how you learn and how you'll discover what works. For example, when I started my online business and I started my blog, Wake Up Cloud, it started with an idea or an interest in blogging. There was nothing more than a pull to blog. So that's all I wanted to do, nothing more. And as I started writing, as I started building my audience, I built the blog to 1,000 subscribers in just 3 or 4 months. And when I built an audience, I started noticing what people were having trouble with and what I wanted to write more about, create products on, and help people with. So it's easy to get stuck thinking that you have to come up with a great idea when all you have to do is start. So even if you start a blog or start a business, even if it fails, it won't be a failure, because you will have learned from that. You will have gathered more data to work with, and with more data, you can make better decisions. So it comes down to getting out of your head and not necessarily thinking about it too much, not over-analyzing, because when you try to figure things out, you get in the way of things figuring themselves out. So when you relax and when you realize that you don't have to be in a hurry, you can focus on what you're able to do with what you have, then you start relaxing. And when you relax, that's when your best ideas come forth. Because our best ideas come when our minds are calm, when we're taking a walk, meditating, playing sports, running, walking, reading. And that's what happens with high performers, entrepreneurs that have ideas. They know how to relax their mind. So to recap, start with what you have, where you are. Look at what you're interested in and focus on helping people solve just one problem. Focus on solving one problem for one person. And it may just be a chat with someone or writing an article or creating a tiny product. That's it. You don't have to do much more. So this is Henri from wakeupcloud.com. I hope you found that useful.
Thanks for tuning in on today's episode. Head on over to boxofinspirations.com for full recaps and much more.